Hi everybody, so my name is Danny Wells. I am likely to be your regional vice president, which is why I'm recording this video and sending it to you. This is a recording on how we are going to get to nation. So you probably know by now that we are making history. We decided after we hit region as a team effort that we'd go straight away to nation. We weren't stopping for anybody. And like you probably know, that the all of the nations in the UK, so there's 12 different nations in the UK, so they're teams, all that have reached, all where someone has reached the national vice president level with their team. They're all 12 of those nations in the UK all belong to the same success line. So Sue Cassidy phoned up Caroline McFarlane, and it went on from that, and they've done amazing. Like, we have to absolutely commend what these guys have done, because they have just done the what seemingly is the impossible. However, our team are coming, yes, so we are absolutely storming it. And so this is a call to talk about our plan to nation, because it's a real big deal. This is a big thing for all of us to do, and it requires all of us that want to be a part of this, that want to be a part of making history, that want to be a part of this really exciting big thing globally and in the United Kingdom, all doing a little bit. That's it. Everybody just doing a little bit. So what I'm just going to talk through is a few things that are going to help you understand how, if you want to be part of this, how you can help us become a brand new nation. Because like when we went for region, this is a team effort. This can't be solely done by myself and a couple of other people. This is a massive team effort. And like region, we all pulled together, we all stretched further than we could have ever stretched before, and we all stepped out of our comfort zone, and we all did things that we thought we weren't capable of. Actually, when we did it, we were like, oh my God, wow, we did that, that's amazing. And we got to have a massive celebration, and it was just incredible. Imagine that 10 times bigger. So we are going to have the most enormous nation celebration. They always send somebody over to come along. So it could be anybody. It could be Heather Chastain. It could be Vicky Beckett. It could be Stan Moore. Somebody will come over. We'll have a massive, massive party. And it's just going to be huge. So before we have all these celebrations in December, we've got a plan to have how we're going to do this. So I'm going to go through a few little bits and pieces with you right now after I finish chucking things around. So this is called, how are we going to build the Wells Nation? How are we going to do this? So in October, so it's almost October, in a few days' time, in October, as a team effort, all of our businesses together, so we've all got our own individual businesses, so collectively, all those points turned to everybody's business all get added together. So as a team, we're going to do 180,000 points, or QVs, and that's what we're going to do in October, 180,000. And then in November, we're going to do 204,000 or more. And that is going to mean that we're a brand new nation. These figures probably look really big, but when you actually add up everybody's business doing a little bit, they are way more than double. To be honest, if everyone's business committed to doing a little bit in October, we would complete in a month. But we're going to do it over 2. We're going to pace ourselves and do it over 2, because we've all got some work that we need to implement. So we're going to do it over 2 months, and this is how we're going to do it. So we've got a few things to check off our checklist. So the first thing, before October strikes, so before the clock strikes October, the first thing we need to do is our website. So you need to go onto the Arbonne website and make sure your website is up and running. Make sure it's got your picture on, make sure it's got your story on, because that is your business. Your business is essentially, it's an invisible business, but you have the most incredible tool in a website. And our website, people pay hundreds and hundreds of pounds for the website that we've actually got. It's an incredible thing. So make sure your website, you can tick that off, and your website is up and running. 1 second, sorry. Yes, okay. Yes, sorry about that. Working from home joys. So your website. Second thing is your business plan. So you do own your own business, so you can't just wing it. And if you have been doing until now, don't get me wrong, I've winged it a few times over the months. It just doesn't work. If you treat your business like a hobby, it will pay you like a hobby, so it'll cost you money. As the great district manager Fiona Stevenson said last night on a rally to district call, if you treat your business like a business, it will pay you as a business. So if you're sat here thinking, well, my business isn't actually making me any money, ask yourself, are you treating it like a hobby or business? And the best way to know the answer to that is if it's in your top 3 priorities. So For me, my priority goes to family. So my family come first, taking my children back and forth from school, from preschool, looking after them, appointments, my husband, making sure we all eat. So family comes first, and then it's my business, followed by all my other priorities like my house, cleaning, little things like that. So it's in my top 3 priorities. So you need to work out what your priorities are. If your business is in your top 3 priorities, then you're treating it like a business. So the same as your job. If your job is usually in your top 3 priorities because you have to go to work. So, sorry, I just pushed that door too. So if your business is in your top 3 priorities, then you're treating it like a business and you should be getting paid like a business. If you're not getting paid like a business and actually it's costing you money because you're treating it like a hobby, work out, is it in your top 3 priorities? Do you work on it every day? Is it taking up several hours in your week? Are you treating it like a business or like a hobby? So you need to work out where it sits in your priority list. And for October and November, if you're part of this, it needs to be in your top 3 priorities. So business plan. Now, how to find your business plan is on the Google Drive. I'll just screen share with you here where it is. If you haven't printed off your business plan, you need to get that printed off. So if you go into the Google Drive, which if you're not sure where that is, go into the Do More, Be More, Have More page, and it's in the pinned posts here. Pinned post, there's the link, and that'll open up Hetty Gifford's Google Drives. Go to UK, number 1, if you're from the UK. Obviously, if you're not from the UK, go to the country you're from. Then the first step, and then there's your new consultant pack. So it's about 20 pages, so you need to print that off. That is your business plan. You cannot take your business seriously unless you've got a business plan. So you need to print those 20 pages up and fill it out. Fill out what you're doing, what your personal strategy is, and how you're going to actually implement income producing activities into your business to treat it like a business. So first thing, website. Second thing, business plan. So you tick that off once you've done that. So you've got your business plan. Great. Right, the next thing. So the third thing is we need to understand and learn how to make a profit in your business or our business that doesn't rely on anyone else's business. So what I mean by that is we need to understand how to actually make money, because it's all very well telling other people what this is, but do you actually know how to make money? And can you actually teach other people how to make money? Because that is the whole point of this business. It's how to actually generate an income to then teach other people how to do the same. So I'm going to go to a little analogy, and that is that you are a driving instructor. You've got your own car, so you've got your own vehicle, and you've got 2 seats, one for you, one for a passenger. Now, you are a driving instructor, and anybody that sits in your passenger seat, you can teach them how to drive, or you can just drive them around. So it's up to you. You can either drive them around or they can learn to drive. You can teach them how to drive. The people that say, I don't want to learn to drive, I just want to be driven from wherever, absolutely fine. So you earn a percentage of all of those people that pay you to just be driven around. Now, in our terms, that's your clients and your preferred clients. They don't want to drive their own vehicle. They just want a health and wellness consultant to tell them what skincare they need, what nutrition they need, where they put the makeup. They just want someone to just take the thinking out from them, and you do it. So anybody that gets into your vehicle and they don't want to have their own car, that is your personal business. That's your car. You earn the percentage that turns through your business. Now, the people that get into your car and they say, do you know what? I want to get my own car and I want to make some money. I want to start driving people around and teaching people how to drive. You teach somebody how to get their own car. So you help them get their own vehicle. There's 2 seats in their own vehicle. Now, this is, let's say, Bob's car, and you help Bob get started. So you spend the first month or 2 just helping him get started, and any questions that Bob's got, he'll come to you. Now, Bob will have passengers in his own car, so he's going to have his own clients and preferred clients, and he earns the percentage of all the people that he helps. So all the people that get into his car, he teaches them what to do, and he helps them with their own products and their own nutrition. The people that get into Bob's car and they say, I want to learn how to drive as well, they get their own vehicle and they learn how to drive, and then they're running their own business. So all these people are running their own business. Now, Arbonne recognise that even though this isn't your car and this isn't your car, so it's not your business, they recognise that they're linked to you with an ID number online. And whatever Bob's turnover is, so if he turns over, say, £10,000 a month of people getting in and out of his car, and this person here, he turns over, say, £5,000 a month, Arbonne recognise that these businesses that don't belong to you are turning over a monthly income, and because you helped that one person get started who helped this person, they'll say, right, we're going to pay you a percentage of those other people's businesses' total turnover. So you earn a percentage of their total turnover. It's not your business. That belongs to Bob, and this belongs to, say, Henry, could be whoever. But you do earn a percentage of it. So you really have to think of your business as owning your own vehicle. You've got to work out, what are you doing to turn over income every month with your PCs and your clients? Are you picking up passengers? Is anybody actually getting into your car, or are you just telling other people where to go and get their own car from and how to do the same thing? We need to do both. We need to drive our own car with our own passengers, and we need to teach other people how to get their own cars on the road so that we earn a percentage of what's turning through their business as well. So we really need to understand how to make money. So we need to understand that we've got our own business. So this is our business, and that means we've got our own website. Now we need to know how to do direct sales, which is our own personal turnover, and how to do network marketing. Network marketing is where we teach other people to start their own business, and they teach other people how to start their own business. So basically, network marketing is the duplication. The direct sales is our PCs and our clients, the turnover. And the great way to recognise that on your web stats is anything that goes to your direct sales is under personal qualifying volume, PQVs, and anything under your network marketing is just under qualifying volume. So that's not personal because they belong to other people. So qualifying volume and then personal qualifying volume. So those are the two different ways that we have in our business, and we need to make sure we've got a balanced business of both. So going back to the checklist, we've done our website, we've done our business plan. The third thing is to understand and know how to make money in our own business. So how to generate PQVs, because QVs belong to other people's business and they do count towards our promotion. But first of all, we need to know how to generate PQVs and actually make a profit that doesn't rely on anybody else or anybody else's business turnover. So the best way to think about this is when you've got your own business, ideally you want to aim to turn over 2,500 PQVs a month. And the reason why I'm using that as a number is because historically, since Arbonne started, 2,500 PQVs is a really great building block for people to just work on their own. You don't need a team to turn over 2,500 points. But all of those points do count towards your team effort. But if everyone focuses on working towards 2,500 PQVs, which we'll go over in a minute how we're going to do that, then we're all going to have a really great turnover, and we're all going to be district managers because that's a district manager maintenance, and it's all going to slot together nicely. So that's the goal, to aim for 2,500 PQVs. Even if you think, you know what, I want to aim for higher than that, that's fine, aim for higher than that. And even if you think that I can't do as much as that, that's fine. But as long as you know how to generate 2,500 points every month, then you're onto a winner then. So you need to know how to generate 2,500 points a month so that you can teach other people how to do the same. So that is the goal. Right, so next we've got, so that's our checklist so far. So we've got website, business plan, how to turn over our PQVs. So that's the next thing. How are we going to actually turn over 2,500 PQVs, or aim for 2,500? So if we aim for 2,500 PQVs in October and December, yes, well done. So how are we going to turn that over? There are only two methods of how to make money in Arbonne. There's the one-to-one, and then there's the group presentations. Now they do go into smaller categories, but these are our only methods. How to generate PQVs, one-to-ones, and groups. Now anything we consume for ourselves does count towards this, but we can't consume 2,500 points every single month. Probably like 300, 400, 500, depending on if you buy everything through your own website, which I do. So I generate about 400 or 500 points a month. But the idea is to know how to generate this income. So with the one-to-ones, what that can be is that can either be meeting somebody for a coffee, talking to somebody online about how this business works, lending products for 3 days. You could do a one-to-one makeup experience, almost like consultation. You could do a skincare consultation, a nutrition consultation, just one-on-one with somebody, talking about what they want and how you can help them with that. Some people just want a one-on-one with the baby care range. A lot of people just want you to teach them how to actually do good skincare routines or nutrition or where makeup goes, anything like that. So one-to-one is just you and one other person and going through this on a one-to-one basis. And then they'll see the products, they'll understand the business, and then they'll decide, is it the business for them or the product for them? So that's one way that's going to help your PQVs, your business turnover. The second part of your job, your business, is groups. So that can be doing Discover Arbonne or taking people to Discover Arbonne, product events or experiences. So that could be in your home, somebody else's home. You can take all the products along. You can do skincare, makeup, a spa, a nutrition, healthy happy hour. So any product experiences, parties, anything like that, where you're in someone's home in front of 3, 4, 5 people. Charity events where you're exhibitioning your products and talking about your products and then donating a percentage of what you turn over to charity. It could be stalls, fetes, online launches, different offers. You could do an online facial, online how to wear makeup, online how to contour, online how to do healthy 30-day detox, anything like that, events. So anything that's like getting in front of groups of people. So those are the 2 different ways to generate your PQVs, one-to-ones or groups. So you need to know how to actually do those. Now the great thing is for us, while we were building Tonation, is we've got videos on how to do a one-to-one and how to do a group presentation. So all we need to do is watch them, practice them in front of a friend of our partner a couple of times, and then just go out and do it. So it's so simple. So we've got our checklist. We're going through our checklist really well. So we're knowing how to generate these PQVs. So every week, ideally, we want to be setting our goals for every week. And in an ideal world, especially for October and November, while everybody's absolutely going for this and we're building this nation, in an ideal week, we want to do 2 one-to-ones a week. We want to be doing 2 group presentations a week. Now that can be in someone's home, your home, coffee and cake morning, an hour in the morning, an evening, like wine and nibbles evening, an online thing, whatever it is. Watch the videos of how to do it and then decide how you want to do it. So 2 groups and then 2 new friendships or new connections a week. So new connections can be meeting people online. It could be going to a new gym. It can be going to a baby group. It can be LinkedIn, anything like that, where you're just making 2 new connections every week. Now that's obviously only 6 things in a week, which will probably only take you probably like 5 to 10 hours. So I know that's not a lot, but you can do more than that. You can double it if you want. This is just a really rough guide for people that are just really thinking, I've been doing this for a year now and I've been treating it like a hobby and now I want to get serious. So this is just to give like those people that bit of structure. But you can absolutely do more than that. That's fine. So these are your goals. So 2 one-to-ones a week, 2 group presentations a week, and 2 making new friends, making new connections. So I would suggest that in October and November, you get your diary out and you circle everywhere in October and November that you want to work on your business. So this is what I do every week or every few weeks. I will block out some week and I'll draw out like Monday morning I've got 3 hours, Tuesday morning I've got 3 hours, Tuesday night I've got 2 hours, Sunday I've got 4 hours, and I will circle where I've got time. And then I say to myself, right, I've worked out 20 to 30 hours a week of where I'm going to work my business, and then I'm going to fill them in. So don't just wait for people to come along to you. Block out the time of where you're going to work Arbonne into your life for October and November. So get your diary out and fill all of that in. Then I would dedicate 10 hours a week to income producing activity. So income producing activity means earning money with Arbonne. And a lot of times they will think of Arbonne like pilot hours. So if you speak to a pilot that's maybe done 50 hours of flying time compared to a pilot that's done 1,000 hours of flying time, they might both have started learning how to fly at the same time, but it's the pilot that's done 1,000 hours that they care about. They're like, well, he's done 1,000 hours compared to that 50. That's the same as our Arbonne business. It doesn't matter when you started your business or even when your new start date is, because a lot of people start but they won't actually properly treat it like a business and start until maybe a bit down the line. So if this is now your new starting date, you need to work this on pilot hours. So how many hours a week you actually put into your business. You can only count income producing activities, which means showing someone the Discover Arbonne, showing someone the products, teaching somebody about the products and the business, and just sharing what you know. It's not, reading books does help, listening to audios and Zooms does help, but that's not an income producing activity. So if you can dedicate 10 hours a week to income producing activities, which is your one-to-ones, lending people products, which go off the one-to-one. So I'm going to send out some how to do a one-to-one video as well, and lend people products for 3 days and then follow up with them. Or group presentations. So if you can dedicate 10 hours a week to income producing activity, you're going to see a massive difference in your business. So work out exactly how many hours a week you actually do of income producing activity. So for me, when I was looking at my business, I was thinking, oh, I don't actually really do a lot. I kind of teach other people what to do, but I don't personally do a lot. So I completely changed that. And now what I do is I dedicate 10 hours a week to my own personal business and my PQBs, which is my clients, my preferred clients, my personal turnover. And then I'll dedicate 5 to 10 hours a week of, sorry, just close that door. 5 to 10 hours a week of helping my central district. So the people that start their business with me as their sponsor, helping them get up and running. And then whatever hours are left in the week, I will help the other people that have got businesses in my success line. Which is probably why a lot of you notice that I run out of time and sometimes don't always get back to people and say I'm going to, I'll send you that, and then forget. That's the reason why. So always work majority of the time on your PQBs, your personal turnover. So then I would dedicate about 5 to 10 hours a week for learning, growing and improving. So that can be listening to CDs in your car, while you're driving, while you're washing up, while you're cooking dinner, anything that's going to help you learn and grow. If you're learning and growing your business, you're going to see a direct correlation between your business growing as well. Post your daily income producing activities on the Rally to pages. So if you're going for district, go on the WHAM Rally for District page and post what you're doing. So I've been at a one-to-one, coffee day, lent them the spa set, lent them the baby care range, lent them some nutrition, whatever it may be. Or I've done a group presentation, it was an absolute hit, they love the party games, anything like that. So post your income producing activities on the Rally 2 pages. So the next thing is a couple of other little tips. Now we've got our checklist, our 3 things off our checklist: website, business plan, and how to generate PQBs. Once we've ticked them off, a few other things that are going to really help you with this massive push in October and November is to watch the LinkedIn Zoom. So watch the LinkedIn Zoom by Samantha Wilson, where she talks about how to make your LinkedIn your enormous business tool. So how to connect with people that are looking for this, and to just help you grow your business with people that you've never even heard of before, because this will really introduce you to so many new people. So LinkedIn. Watch the Fiona McCarthy Zoom on how to talk to people in your cold market, when you go shopping, people at the checkouts, waitresses, anybody like that. That's a really great call to watch. Again, Fiona McCarthy's How to Do a Party. She's the queen of PCs. So again, make sure you watch that one. Nicola Wills, How to Do a One-to-One. I will send all these out as well. How to Do a One-to-One. That's a great call. Sarah Mills, How to Do the Gold Bag. So how to lend people the products. Another great call. And then Martin McKenzie, why Arbonne? So it's all very well and great talking about network marketing, how to generate our own business turnover and how to help other people do that. But why do we choose Arbonne? So Martin McKenzie's call about why Arbonne is a fantastic call. If you listen to Holton Books, you can YouTube him for free. Cash Cow, he talks about how to do network marketing and direct sales. It's a fantastic audio. It's 3 hours, so listen to it in bits on YouTube. But it is insane. It's 3 hours of good, fantastic information. Holton Books, Cash Cow, free on YouTube. If you haven't already, then get an accountability trio or duo between you. For October and November. So this is where 2 or 3 of people that are all working towards the same goal but don't have any direct benefit from each other. You're just accountable towards one another, helping each other. So I've got 2 of the accountability partners for Nation. So we work as a trio, and every week we connect via a Zoom call where we talk about what we've been doing all week, our income producing activities, how we're helping our team. And we have accountability every week, so that's really great. And you can also, with your accountability trio or duo, text or voice message each other every morning with your affirmations as well. So that's another really great tip. Another thing you can possibly do is read and meet the product sheet a day and learn about a product a day. Another one, create new ways to make new friends and connections. Fill out your personal strategy form. So fill it out and send it to your mentor, so your sponsor or their sponsor, whoever you go to upline for your mentor. So that's like your goal sheet. And and have written down in your work area. So if you've got like an office or work environment, have written down the customer service number for Arbonne, your ID number, Zoe's ID for Zoom, and my ID for Zoom. So you've got those. So if you want them right now, Zoe's ID number for Zoom, I'm looking up because it's in my little office space. Zoe's Zoom ID is 458-965-7014. So have that written down somewhere so you don't have to keep asking people what the Zoom ID is. You've got that. And mine, so Danny's, is 337-600-0859. And again, that's just going to help you get through October and November and get plugged into everything that's going on. So lastly, I've got a few top tips. So my 3 top tips to district are: copy your sponsor or your mentor upline, copy them, do what they're doing, and practice with them to bounce off each other. Plugged in, stay plugged in, because hot coals stay hot together. In October, November, we're going to be working so closely as a team. It's just going to be unbelievable. We're just going to be working so closely. So get plugged in. If you're wanting to work towards this building a new nation, even if you're just doing a little bit, that's absolutely fine. Get plugged in, because it's going to be really difficult for your mentor and your sponsor that's focusing on their own PQBs and their own active consultants to see what else is going on by people that aren't getting plugged in. So make sure you're plugged in so everybody knows that you're involved and you're building this nation as well. So get plugged in yourself. Go to the Discover Arbonnes, the trainings. Use WhatsApp and Facebook, and use everything that you can do, and use as many products as you can. For you to talk about the products, you need to be using them. So as many products as you can physically use them and have them as well, so that you can lend to other people, and keep the empty bottles. So I use, like, I get my RE9 set because I use it personally, and then when a bottle has run out, I'll get a new one and I'll half it so that I've got 2 sets of RE9 to lend out, which is just one new set but half between the 2, so you can lend them out. So they're my top tips to district. Top tips to area are: get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You'll always be uncomfortable, so just get comfortable with being uncomfortable. Have your business mapped out so you can see it in circles, maybe on a whiteboard, and put it in your work environment so you can visually see with circles and your names where your PCs are going to go, where your clients are going to go, where your business builders are going to go. Even if those circles are empty at the minute, still have them mapped out so you can see where they need filling in. And then step up and offer to do training. So offer to do product trainings, offer to take on any training that's going to help you and help the team, because by you delivering that training, it's going to help you as well. My top tips to region is personal development. So you need to be building district managers and area managers in your team, and you can't do that without personal development. People look up to their regional vice presidents because they can see that they've spent a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years developing themselves. They know more. That's why people look up to people that have been doing it longer, because they know that it's taken time and effort to get to that level. So really start your personal development so that people are going to come to you because they know that you've put that time and effort in with yourself. If you haven't already, start building up skills to talk to your cold market, and do your eye on Arbonne and plan your region celebrations. And then my tip to nation is make the decision. So your brain is like a sat-nav system, and if you tell your brain, right, in October I'm going district or area qual, or even region qual, this is how many QBs I need. I've got no idea how I'm going to do it, but in October I'm going qual, and November I'm completing. Might not have a team, but this is what I'm doing. As long as you tell your brain that and you make that decision and you don't allow any doubt to creep in. If you start to feel doubt, just bat it away and say, nope, I'm doing this. I don't know how, but I'm doing this. Your body is like a sat-nav system, and it will naturally gravitate towards doing that. I don't know how, but it just does. The way the energy flows, it just naturally starts doing it. So make that decision. Write down that you're going to be in district qual in October, and you're going to complete in November, and you're going to do that with your own personal turnover. And if somebody else joins your team and builds their own business, great, and they're going to focus on the same thing, but you're all going to focus on completing district with your 2,500 personal qualifying volume, because you're going to learn how to generate 2,500 PQBs so that you can teach other people how to generate the same, and you're going to duplicate. So make sure that what you're teaching other people is duplicable, Because if it's just sponsoring people, that's not duplicable, because each person's then going to get to the point where I think, well, I'm just sponsoring other businesses, but all of our businesses are empty. We haven't got any customers. We're just empty business owners. Each business needs to know how to turn over and make a profit. And the best way to turn over and make a profit is to generate 2,500 PQBs and know how to do that. So if everybody knows how to do that, they can teach other people how to do that, who teach other people how to do that. So that is your big goal, really, to at least 2,500 PQBs a month running through everybody's business, so everyone knows how to do that. And once you start building your clients and your PC base, it's naturally going to fall into place. The beginning is always the hardest, but once you get going, it's like pushing a snowball up the hill. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, you're going to slip back. Yeah, you're going to fall over, but you're going to get back up. Once it gets that hill, it's just going to skyrocket, and you'll end up like Fiona McCarthy, who naturally generates about 40,000 PQBs every month, because she did the work. She did the work once. She has her PCs and clients who wouldn't even think about ordering products from anywhere else but their Arbonne, from Fiona's Arbonne website, because the products are that good. They'll just keep reordering that toothpaste, that deodorant, that shampoo, that makeup, that skincare, because nothing else compares. So once you've done that initial legwork, it will just carry on and on and on. So those are my tips. We are going to be a nation, and if you haven't seen already, there are incentives for everybody to turn over 2,500 points in October and November, and you will achieve the incentive that I have put up for every business owner. So it's so doable for absolutely everybody. If you turn over 2,500 PQBs in October and November, you will win and achieve the incentive that I've set out. And the second part is, I've actually done 2 incentives, is if you promote to the next level by the end of November. So if you're a consultant now, if you promote to a district manager by the end of November, or if you're a district manager now and you promote to area manager by the end of November, or if you're an area manager now and you promote to region by the end of November, if you promote to the next level by the last day in November, you will earn the other incentive that I'm running, and you can earn both of those incentives. There's 2 incentives, and you can absolutely earn both of those and be absolutely having the best December and Christmas ever with what I've put on offer for everybody. So good luck. We will do this. It's going to be manic in October and November. We are literally going to be linking arms, team effort, and we're all going to be aiming for that 2,500 PQBs every single month for our business. If you're not sure how you're going to generate it, by the end of this week, you will have watched the Zooms and know exactly how to do a one-to-one and how to do a group presentation. And you will know exactly how to generate 2,500 PQBs. All you need to do now is make that decision. So we've got about 3 days left until we start this. So we're starting on October the 1st. We've got a few days. All you need to do is make that decision that you will become a new district manager or area manager or regional vice president by the end of November, and work out how many QBs you need, and that you will do 2,500 PQBs in October and November, because you're going to know how, you're going to want to, and you're going to want to be part of this, because we are going to be making history. All the countries are just going to be amazed by what we're doing in the United Kingdom. They will be astounded by us being the first, or one of the first nations in the UK that is away from that enormous success line. So this is huge. This is absolutely huge, and you are going to get to be a part of this as well. So good luck, everyone.